family. Much love to you all. Welcome to my channel. As you see, I am doing a relationship reading on, that's right, Jamal Bryant and Gizelle Bryant. Many of you know Gizelle. She's been on this popular reality show, The Housewives of Potomac, shall I say. And of course, Jamal Bryant, he is the head pastor of New Birth in Atlanta in ATL. Anyway, with this reading right here, I want to get clarity about their relationship. I'm going to be using two sets of my cards. This is my psychic reading oracle deck card, and then I'm going to be using my relationship true love reading cards. All right, so I can get it more in depth as far as what's going on in this relationship. Now, I did start off earlier, family. I was meditating on Gazelle, and she's a very beautiful sister. Okay, she's a very beautiful sister. I was meditating on her, and we know the eyes are the windows to our souls. So I was pretty much just meditating on this sister, trying to get an idea how is she feeling in the present. Okay, how is she feeling in the present? And what I mean by that, many of you know, this Sunday that just passed. If many of you have been checking out the episode on the Housewife of Potomac, with this particular episode, let me read it right here, okay? It says here Gazelle Bryant caught lying about her relationship with Jamal. Real Housewife of Potomac star Gazelle Bryant has been caught lying about Jamal Bryant whereabouts after Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill's wedding. Gazelle Bryant witnessed the Real House of Atlanta couple prenuptials. What they're speaking about is as far as Gazelle had attended Cynthia and Mike Hill wedding. Okay, without Jamal by her side. But according to Gazelle, Jamal was waiting for her back at the hotel. So basically, she was there by herself. He was not there by her side at the wedding. But anyway, there are rumors that, you know, she's not being honest about the relationship. Okay, either she's in denial or she's playing the part. Let me just say that. You know, she's playing the part as far as wearing the mask of being this happy couple. Um, when really in reality, there is really no relationship. But anyway, family, with this reading right here, I just pretty much want to get an idea being led by the spirit. I want to picking up about Jamal and Gazelle. As I was meditating on Gazelle specifically, okay, I wanted to know what was she presently dealing with as far as her emotions, her thoughts, what's going on with Gazelle. Now, before I get started, whatever you see here, it is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only, but I am led by the spirit, all right? Now, on that show, if many of you have been checking it out Sunday, Gazelle had got into it with Monique, okay, with Monique Samuel. They had got into it, and Monique was putting a lot of allegations out there about Gazelle relationship with Jamal. Okay, let me just say that. I'm sure many of you have checked it out. It got really ugly. Let me just say that. Monique, she was just letting it rip. Let me just say that. Anyway, um, so as I was meditating on Gazelle, these cover here had popped up. These seven cards have popped up, and they are not in any kind of order. They are random messages, but it's giving me an idea of Gazelle's mindset, as far as how she's feeling due to the aftermath, as far as, the confrontation that had exploded, with her fellow um, co-stars, all right, on her show, especially with her and Monique when they had fell out. And also the bombshell things that she was saying to Gazelle about Jamal, okay, due to the cheating allegations and him also having an illegitimate child out here. Anyway, I wanted to get an idea, of in the present. I have to say that even though there are timelines to my readings, you know, A lot of this is presently going on now, or it will be playing out as the following days and following weeks go on. All right, within 3 weeks, within 3 days, 3 weeks, or definitely before 3 months. Okay, I would say before 2 months. But anyway, a lot of this right now is playing out. I would pretty much want to know in the present what's going on with Gazelle. I was seeing things in the dark, and I want to bring them out to the marvelous light. So these are the messages I have received, being led by the Spirit. The first card is upside down. This card right here, family, is foundation and achievement. I pretty much want to get in Gazelle's head. How is she feeling about Jamal? Okay. They have children. I don't know how many children they have, okay, but I do know, she was once married to him before. But anyway, they have children. So I mean, how does she feel about him now? Okay, what are her thoughts about him? This is foundation and achievement. This is someone who feels inspired, or they feel some type of inspiration concerning that relationship. Okay, but it was upside down in the present. Gazelle is not feeling that. Okay, she's feeling very turned off with Jamal. Okay, in the present, but we know things can change. Okay, nothing is set in stone. But in the present, she's not feeling good about their relationship. Let me just say that due to what had transpired. Okay, on the show, the reunion. Okay, this card is upside down. Upward, this is rest and rejuvenate. This is somebody who has been through some things and they are resting and they are rejuvenating. Okay. You're like, I gotta get away. I gotta pray. I gotta meditate. This is upside down. In the present, according to the spirit, she is not resting and rejuvenating. Okay. But she needs to. She needs to. She needs to get her mind right. She needs to collect her thoughts. She needs to do more praying and meditate, okay, to get focused and grounded and get centered. According to the spirit, Gazelle needs to what? Rest and rejuvenate. Take time out for herself. Put Gazelle first, okay? Put her first and get away and focus on herself. Rest and rejuvenate. But she's not doing that right now. She's not doing that. She probably, allegedly, Giselle probably still just go along with the flow, playing the part, shall I say, because she wears a good mask. Let me just say that. She wears a very good mask. How they say, keep it real. That's what she needs to do. This card is upside down. According to the spirit, allegedly. I'm going to just put it out there. I'm interpreting the cards, okay? So this is not really my opinion. But according to the spirit, she's not operating in her power at all. Had been upward, this would be her taking ownership and operating in her power, okay? In the present, she's not doing that. She's not taking her power back. As I stated, she's going along with the flow for whatever reason. This card right here is upside down. I want to know what's going on with this sister. Where's her thoughts? This card right here, family, is the Sakura Chakra card. This card right here represents I want. I want. It's upside down. So it's pretty much like she doesn't want. Okay. Maybe she feel like she just fed up. She just don't want this anymore. Okay. It's getting old. Her and Jabal are pretty much going in circles. This card represents I don't want. But it's one thing to feel like this and say it, but she needs to definitely put some action in it. Okay. But right here, she's saying I don't want. And maybe she doesn't want the bad publicity. She don't want all eyes on her and Jamal relationship. Maybe she like things the way it is. Some people like things the way it is, allegedly. They just don't like to be exposed, shall I say. Okay. Because we know no relationship is perfect. Everything was fine before everything was exposed. Maybe, she doesn't like being exposed. Being in a dysfunctional relationship that's not really going anywhere. Okay. This card is upside down. Upward, this is the sacrifice card. Okay. But by this card, being upside down, and we're talking about relationships, and I was stating I wanted to know, how does Gazelle feel about her so-called relationship with Jamal? She feel like he is sacrificing the relationship due to his actions. Okay? And people can sacrifice a relationship by their actions, the thing that they do. Okay? She feels like Jamal is sacrificing their relationship. Not only by his actions, but she found out some things. I don't even think Giselle knew about the baby and a host of other things that are coming out. I don't think she knew. I believe she knew some things. Maybe the cheating. I'm sure she might have known about, but it's just a lot of other things that are coming out too to the light, shall I say? But she feels like he's sacrificing the relationship. Okay, he's putting the relationship in jeopardy. In her head, this is how she feels. This card is upside down. Upward, this is the waiting game. Okay, this is somebody who's sitting back and they're waiting on something. Okay, upside down, this is time is up. So if we look at this from a relationship perspective, Gazelle probably feeling like, you know what? Okay, the gig is up now. The gig is up now. Everybody knows we have been exposed. Okay, Jamal, you have been exposed. I have been exposed. Time is up. Or just maybe she might be thinking about ending the relationship or the false pretense of the so called relationship. Okay? Time will tell. We just represent time is up. And lastly, this is upside down. Upward, this card is rejoice and celebration. It speaks for itself, doesn't it, family? There would be no rejoice and celebration in this union. Okay, I really don't really see it moving forward at all the way Gazelle would really like for it to. And if it end up, I'm just saying for any reason, if Gazelle stays with him, family, she's going in with her eyes open. She know what she's dealing with. And I'm not trying to put Jamal down. I'm not trying to put him down. I'm only interpreting the cards. Okay, let me just say that. But she knows him. Let me just say that she knows him. I'm sure she was hoping for the best, but there would be no celebration in this. Okay, the aftermath, there would be no celebration, or shall I say, she's not in a celebrating mood. Let me just say that she's definitely not in a celebrated mood whatsoever. But just looking at these cards, Miss Gazelle Bryant need to get her power back. She needs to get her power back in order to start she has to start loving herself. Yeah, she's a beautiful sister, but on the outside you can be one way, on the inside you can be another way. She has to really love herself and operate as a divine feminine. Okay, as a sacred woman who respects herself and demand respect because he's not respecting her whatsoever. Okay, he's doing him. So anyway, I'm getting ready to use a true love reading cards, family. I'm going to start on this deck right here. Just give me a minute. I want to just focus on these two real quick, and then I'm going to get started. Excuse me. And let me say this real quick. This had popped up in my spirit. I sense that, um, allegedly, I'm just going to put it out there, allegedly, but what I am sensing, I'm going to give my intuitive finding real quick. I'm sensing that Cazale knows of Bryant past history of cheating. Let me just say that. But in the present, I truly feel like she was caught off guard. I truly feel like she did not know anything about his um, affairs. Okay, the things that she heard, the things that came out in that reunion about Jamal. Okay, these uh, secrets about a side chick and all of that. I'm sensing that she was caught off guard and she did not know. I just want to put that out there because I don't sense that she knew about that. Okay. I'm not sensing that. I feel like she was really caught off guard about that. I'm sensing that he was seeing somebody on the side. Um, but for some reason, I'm also sensing real quick that Cazale, it's like her and Jamal was never really on one accord. What I mean by that, in her head, in her mind, she was viewing their relationship one way and he was viewing it another, shall I say. And both people need to be on one accord, all right? Because it takes two to be in a relationship. And if they're not both on one accord, if they both don't want the same thing, you're in a relationship by yourself. Let me just say that you're definitely in the relationship by yourself. So I just want to throw that out there. But anyway, I truly feel like due to the so-called scandal of these cheating rumors, as far as um, Jamal having a side chick and all that, I do sense that she was caught off guard. She didn't know anything about that, but she does know of his past history of cheating. Yes, she definitely been through that with him, but that was in the past. I feel like she thought maybe things would have changed. Okay, but anyway, um, I'm gonna let the cards do the talking. Just give me a minute, family. I'm setting my attention on this relationship with Cazelle and Bryant. Sorry, of Cazelle and Jamal. So you know things in the dark. I want to bring them out to the marvelous light. How do Cazelle see this relationship with Jamal? How do Jamal see Gazelle? I'm gonna say it like that. How do Gazelle sees Jamal, and how does Jamal see Gazelle? How do Jamal treats Gazelle? Those things in the dark that we know nothing about. How does Gazelle treat Jamal? How does Jamal make Gazelle feel? I'm seeking clarity about this relationship. How does Jamal view Gazelle? How does Gazelle view Jamal? Seeking clarity. Oops, sorry, family. I'm going to leave these on the top since they all came out. Let's get with it. Right, family, we are complete. Let's get with this reading. Normally, I try to get an idea if this reading, if this message in divine order. I'm not going to go through all of that. They're pretty much like random messages, but what we're getting an idea, um, we're getting a little insight as far as how does Giselle view her relationship with Jamal, as well as how does Jamal view Giselle. Okay, um, and also how does she feels he treats her, and as well as um, vice versa. You know, as far as how he views her. So let's get with it. But there are timelines to my readings. Let me just say that a lot of this is going on in the present. Okay. And maybe some of it might be leading up, as the days go by within 3 days or 3 weeks. Let me just say that. A lot of things will start to unfold. But for the most part, I wanted to know how does um, Jamal views Gazelle? How does he see her? And as well as how does she see him? Okay, let's get with it. Okay, family, let's get with this reading. This is the first card. Upward, this is chivalry. Okay, this is chivalry. All I'm doing is interpreting this card, family, okay, concerning Gazelle and Jamal, their relationship slash friendship, okay? According to Gazelle, Jamal does not he does not have this, he does not show chivalry towards her, okay? He does not show chivalry towards her. She's not getting this from him. She's not getting this whatsoever from him. Not saying she's never had this before from him, but she's not getting this from him. And that's weird. I mean, didn't she say they were in a relationship? Make you wonder. According to the spirit, none of this is going on. No chivalry. She's not getting this from him. This card is upside down. This card is inner peace. This is someone who has inner peace. Okay? But it's upside down. Give me a minute. All right, I just wanted confirmation by the spirit. This card is pertaining to Gazelle. In the present, Gazelle does not have inner peace. Okay, even just the fact that she's in a so-called relationship with him. Okay, she doesn't have peace, and that's sad. That's very sad. That's somebody who's not content. They really don't know where this relationship is going. Okay, she doesn't even have peace about the relationship. It's sort of like someone who's waiting for the ball to drop. Okay, you never know when the ball is going to drop. They don't have peace in a situation or a relationship. So it's like we see these people with people. Okay, we see these couples, but you really don't know what's really going on. This is pretty much. If you don't mind, I just want to show this real quick. This is pretty much what Gazelle. Hold on, family. This is pretty much what Gazelle is showing us. All right, hold on. This is pretty much what she's showing us. All right, the smiles, like everything's perfect, but she really don't have no peace in the relationship. Okay, so that's conflict also. This is upside down. This is Gazelle. This card represents Gazelle concerning the relationship she's in with Jamal. Upward, this is a distorted feminine. Okay, a distorted feminine is someone who plays the victim. They think very negative. They have a lot of fear-based thoughts. They don't really support the masculine as far as really hearing him. It's like, he's talking and she's not really hearing him out to respond to what he's saying. She pretty much wants to, while he's talking, she's pretty much thinking about what she's going to say next. Okay. That's one of the characteristics of a distorted feminine. Gazelle is not a distorted feminine. Okay. She's not a distorted feminine. Give me a minute, family. Okay, this is how Jamal views Gazelle. So this is a good positive characteristic about her that he sees about her. She's someone who does listen to him. When he talks, she listens. Okay, and she's very empathetic towards him. She hears him out, and she pays attention. I mean, well, she hears him out, and she also supports his emotions as well. Let me just say that. All right. So he sees her as not being a distorted feminine. These two do have a connection. They have a connection. Let me just say that. And rightfully so. They were what once married before, and they have children. Shall I say? I don't know how many children they have, but you know, um, they definitely have a connection. This card is upside down. Upward, this is sexual freedom. When I think about sexual freedom, family, I think about Will and Jada. And you know the kind of relationship these two have. Okay, they pretty much have like an open relationship. It is what it is. Okay, I can't make this up. But concerning Cazale and Bryant, I'm sorry, I keep saying Bryant. Concerning Cazale and Jamal, okay, these two do not have sexual freedom. And this can play a big part. Let me just say, it can play a big part in why, one or the other would cheat, okay? Because they can't really express themselves in the way they really want to sexually. Let me just say that. One might have a sexual fetish, shall I say. And, they want to respect their partners. So instead of them trying to force their desires or what they like, in the bed, what they really, really like, in the bedroom, they'll find somebody else who will do it. It's like, okay, you won't do it, I find somebody else who will do it. Okay. But according to the spirit, in their so-called relationship, okay, they don't have sexual freedom. You do not have, and it doesn't have to be like an open relationship. It doesn't have to be that. It just pretty much, you two are on one accord when it comes to your sexual freedom. Um, she gets you and you get her. Y'all both have this in common. Let me just say that. Okay. Um, when it comes to the pleasing in this area sexually. Okay, his fetish, you down with it, and your fetish, he's down with it. You get what I'm going? But sexual freedom, these two don't have that. All right, we don't have that. Okay. The next card is upside down, upward. This is forgiveness. In this relationship, this card speaks about I forgive myself. I am forgiven. Okay, that what this card represents. I forgive myself. I am forgiven. But it's upside down. So give me a minute. Okay. I wanted some clarity about this card. I'm picking up two things. I'm picking up that Gazelle still have let me say allegedly, I had to throw that out there, but I'm sensing that she's still holding on to some unforgiveness concerning Jamal. Okay, she's still holding on to some of that. What I mean by that, people can still be with you, but they haven't forgiven you. For instance, it can be any little disagreement, argument, and they will bring up the past, or they'll bring up something that you done. That's due to lack of forgiveness. When you forgive, you let it go, and you don't bring it back up. Okay, so she's still dealing with some unforgiveness towards him, okay, as well as um, Jamal needs to forgive himself, okay, due to his actions towards her, as well as his actions that has transpired in the present. How they say, repent and forgive. Yeah, and ask for forgiveness, shall I say, but he also needs to forgive himself as well, okay? But there's some forgiveness that needs to take place, all right? As well as in the present, because right now she's pissed. She is pissed. Gazelle is feeling very embarrassed, okay, and caught off guard big time. Had it been upward, this will be taking place forgiveness, okay? Healing. But right now, everything is raw right now, okay? It's very raw right now. Very, very raw. So no forgiveness in the present, okay? This is upside down. Upward, this is, I'm sorry, hold on. Did I see it's upside down? I apologize. This is abundance. Wow. Interesting. This is the abundance card. Use your existing abundance to create beautiful things in your life, and you will be rewarded in more ways than you can imagine. So, according to the spirit, this is what I'm picking up. Um, these two are definitely in a place of abundance. Um, Jamal he is a pastor over a mega church. Let me just say that. So we definitely know that he's definitely in a place of abundance. And I believe he's like written books as well. So he's in a place of abundance. Because Zell has her own money, but she doesn't have money like Jamal has. Let me just say that. But these two, they know that they both have abundance. Okay. And I'm also picking up in my spirit, Zell loves the title as well. She loves the title that comes with being with Jamal. Okay. What they call what first lady and all of that. Um, she loves, not so much just the title, but the abundance of what comes with as far as being with him. Okay. Because, you know, um, the relationship itself is not abundance because there's a lot of, well, we know that there's some unforgiveness that's going on right now, but there's some disharmony that's going on right now, presently in the relationship. But the spirit is letting us know that when these two are together, they feel abundance. Okay, they do feel abundance when they are together. All right, and Gazelle definitely feels abundance when she's with him. Let me just say that. Naturally, you are right to create a healthy level of material abundance. There's nothing wrong with being comfortable so long as you keep your pursuit of the material in perspective. Consider whether you want to discuss your salary and bank balance on a first date or if you would rather talk about the wonderful hobbies, friends, and attitudes that makes your life rich. There's nothing wrong with being comfortable as long as you keep your pursuit of the material in perspective. Consider whether you want to discuss your salary and bank balance on the first date, or if you would rather talk about wonderful hobbies, friends, attitudes that makes your life rich. Do you want your relationship to focus primarily on money or property, or would you like the focus to be on fun, intimacy, and mutual support? I think this right here says a lot concerning their relationship family. Um, you know, in their relationship, could it be that these two, when they are together, they're not talking about fun things, they're not talking about intimacy, they're not talking about mutual support. Could it be that when these two are together, they're pretty much talking about primarily, money and property, just talking about finance, period. You know, um, making their relationship pretty much about, gaining, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, but there must be balance. One must put things in perspective, okay? Because yeah, we know they have the wealth, we know they have the money, but when it comes to communication, it needs to be more than just about money. Speaking about money and gain, okay? According to the spirit, these two have maturity in their relationship. And what I mean by that is these two are um, emotionally responsible. They don't look for each other as far as for their happiness. Okay. Um, Gazelle, she doesn't look to Jamal for her ultimate happiness, and he does not look to her for his ultimate happiness. Okay, these two are very mature, from the perspective, they know that it is them that creates their own happiness. All right. And this is not my opinion. I'm just interpreting the card. Okay. According to the spirit, they are very mature in this area. All right. Jamal is not looking for Kazelle for his happiness. Okay. He creates his own happiness and she does the same. All right. So they're very mature in this area. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, Lord, for confirmation. This right here is Jamal. This is how Giselle sees Jamal. I want to say Bryant so bad. There's a lot of guys named Bryant, but anyway, this is how Giselle sees Jamal. Okay, this is how she views him. As far as how he, as far as how he treats her. She sees Jamal as a distorted masculine, and that's crazy because he sees her as the opposite. But a distorted masculine is someone who does not support the divine feminine in all of the way that matter. According to Giselle, she be talking and it go one ear not the other allegedly. According to Giselle, Jamal does not support her, in all the ways that matter. He doesn't support her emotionally. He doesn't really listen to her. When she's talking, okay, when she's talking, he doesn't really hear her out to respond to what she said. He's sitting there waiting, collecting his thoughts as far as what he's going to say, as far as his perspective. due to the disagreements or whatever that's going on with these two, but he's not really hearing her. Okay, he doesn't support her emotionally. So I can understand why she want to be with somebody like that anyway. I know love can be blind, but come on now. What woman doesn't want a man to support her emotionally and hear her? I mean, really hear her. According to her, he is a distorted masculine. But according to Jamal, Giselle is not a distorted feminine. Isn't that crazy? I told you, two people got to be on the same wavelength. They got to be on the same, they got to be on one accord. All right? And this is unbalanced right here. This is I see why these two didn't work out at first. And she's saying that they are in a relationship, and this is how he is. He's not supporting her in all the ways that matter. It's like he's there, but he ain't there. Okay, his mind is somewhere else. She's talking, his mind is somewhere else. He hears her, and he doesn't hear her. Hold on, fam. I just want to facts check. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to facts check. This is respect. This is how Jamal views Giselle. He viewed her as someone that respects him. Okay, I cannot tell you that she views him the same way. Okay, but according to the spirit, this is how Jamal views Giselle. Okay, she respects him, and rightfully so. Because for one thing, she doesn't carry herself as a distorted feminine. Okay, remember this right here. This is someone. This is someone who supports the divine masculine and all the ways that matter. She listens to him. Okay, she supports him. This is how he views her. She respects him. I don't know about now, but yeah, this is how he's views her. All right. So obviously, he has been the one that has really been the issue in the relationship as far as why it has gone to the left, even in the past. It was his doing. All right. This is what I'm picking up more in the spirit of anything. Okay. But he knows that she has his back, and she respects him. Okay, I said this one. Okay. According to this, I apologize for the background noise, family. My little queen is trying to get rowdy, rowdy. But anyway, according to the spirit, these two are compatible. They are compatible. And we already know they have a connection. We know this too. So they definitely have some good qualities about each other. Okay? They both have a connection and they both are compatible. And they both have maturity in that relationship as well. So that's some good qualities. Now, right here, this says soulmate. This is how Cazelle views Jamal. She feels that Jamal is her soulmate. Okay? And we all know your soulmate is someone who's your other half. They're not trying to change you. They love you for you. Okay? They get you. Okay? Give me a minute. Okay, I wanted confirmation. Uh, According to the spirit, Jamal doesn't feel like Gazelle is his soulmate. And rightfully so, because if she was, he wouldn't be doing the things that he's been doing. Let me just say that. All right. he would feel content with what he has. Let me say that, you know, he would see Gazelle as, that rare diamond, that rare ruby that's priceless, okay? And he would want to keep it and treat her like the jewel that she is. Let me just say that. He would see her as the prize. He would not be cutting out on her. Let me just say that. But this is how Gazelle sees Jamal. She sees him as her soulmate. All right. And rightfully so, because they have a connection. And, not only do they have a connection, but these two are definitely compatible. Okay. But he does not see her as a soulmate. Let me just say that. He doesn't see her as a soulmate, but that's how she sees him. And the last card, intimacy. These two have intimacy. Okay. They pretty much, well, intimacy is family, it speaks for itself, um, they definitely have the connection. They have those quiet times where they talk and probably do a lot of this right here, little touchy touchy and all of that. But they have intimacy, and that's very important for a relationship to thrive as well. Okay, when this right here seems to be not part of the equation, the relationship can even go to the left. All right. But also, what can make a relationship go to the left? Let me just say that. What also can make a relationship go to the left if these two are not operating in this right here. And this is sexual freedom. Being compatible right here. Okay? When it comes to not only so much the intimacy, but when you take them to the next level when it comes to sexual freedom. Okay? As I stated, his fetish, she got to be down with it. All right? She has to be down with it because if she's not down with his so called fetishes, whatever he's into, and she is not. And I ain't saying, Gazelle's not a freak or whatever, allegedly, but she has to be into what he's into, okay, when it comes to the sexual, shall I say, likings. They both have to be on one accord, and they are both are not on one accord when it comes to this. So I see why the relationship is pretty much the way it is. Yes, I know Gazelle sees him as her soulmate and all of that, but from what I'm seeing right here, family, these two, you know, um, these two. But think about it, I'm seeing a lot of good more than a lot of the bad. Okay, they're compatible, they have a connection, but this is a problem. This is a problem, and um, what else I've seen that's an issue. That's an issue also, and this is a problem. This is and all of this is Jamal. This is him. This is him. This is him. And I ain't trying to put him down. All I'm doing is interpreting the cards. This is Jamal. This is him. He's a distorted masculine, and these two are not one on court when it comes to behind the scenes. Their sexual preference, shall I say? Okay, she may like one thing, and he might do it to please her, and he likes certain things, and she might do it to please him, but she's not down with it, or she's not down with it at all. Okay, and that can cause the other particular spouse or partner to cut out on you because they'll find somebody who will be down with it, shall I say? Okay. I want to real quick read up what a distorted masculine is because it has additional meaning, family. And then I'm going to end this video real quick. It says, beware of where the distorted masculine may be showing up in your life. Let it go with love and live a fully blessed life in the now. Here are some of the characteristics of a distorted masculine. This is what Gazelle has been dealing with. Now, I'm not saying that he is all of these characteristics, but he has been showing some of these characteristics as far as when he has been with Gazelle, okay? And she's been putting up with it. Let me just say that. Okay, let me see. Unwillingness to trust, tendency to ignore emotions and intuition, wanting proof of everything, and insisting on a fragile or rational approach. A distorted masculine, hold on, family. And sometimes a distorted masculine can be someone who's afraid to feel and show their emotions as well, family, okay? But anyway, at the end of the day, they're not supporting the divine feminine as far as, attending to her, emotional needs, and they're not really listening to her. Okay. When she's talking, it's pretty much going in one ear and out the other. All right. And also, a distorted masculine can be someone is their way or no way. All right. And I'm not saying that he is all of those characteristics, but he has some of those characteristics concerning Gazelle, all right, concerning her, and this also can have a lot to do with some of their um, issues in the past as well as in the present, okay, because due to this scandal that's going on in the now with Jamal, let me just say this right here plays a big part: sexual freedom. He wants sexual freedom. This is what he wants. That's why a lot of his dirt, shall I say, is coming out. He would prefer it be behind doors, but what's done in the dark always come out to the marvelous light. Okay, so this pretty much is confirmation. All right. So I wish these two all the best. Um, if Giselle decided to stay with Jamal. If she love it, I love it. Okay, it's her life. All right, I'm not judging her. I'm not judging him. This is a non-judging zone. For those who are watching, just please know it's okay to disagree, but disagree with love. All I'm doing is interpreting the cards. All right, I'm just giving you a little peeky boo inside of what was going on in that in that relationship. Okay, that so-called relationship. But do they have a connection? Yes, they do, and they do have genuine love for each other. I truly believe, and I'm sensing in the spirit, it's more one way. It takes two to be in a relationship. How they say they got to be equally yoked. It takes two to want the same thing, and I'm sensing that she wants what she wants, and what he wants is totally different. All right, what she wants and what he wants is totally different. But if they were able to get on one accord, okay, if they were able to get on one accord, as I stated, she see him as her soulmate. They have a connection, okay. They have maturity, okay. Jamal does not look to her for his happiness. He created his own happiness. Giselle the same way. And I'm pretty sure she's used to him. She knows, when Jamal is doing him, Giselle probably doing her, not doing what he's doing, but she's creating her own happiness. Okay, that's the point I'm trying to make. And they are compatible, so they have good qualities. I'm just hoping that if he gets on one accord with her, I see no problem with their relationship, moving in a positive direction. But what I'm seeing right here, if they stay together, it's pretty much gonna be for show, family. It's gonna be for show. It's gonna be for show because at the end of the day, the spirit is revealing, this right here, abundance. These two is all about money, and that's pretty much what they talk about is gaining. Okay, that's pretty much what they talk about gaining more than anything. Okay. And that's pretty much why she with him. He makes her look good. She makes him look good. It's pretty much partnership alliance. That card did not pop out. That's in my other deck, but that's pretty much what these two have. You make me look good. I make you look good. You do for me. I do for you. But it's always that one that wants more than the other, But if these two are not on one accord, that ain't gonna happen. So thank you for watching. Much love to Gazelle and much love to Brian. I wish them all the best. I'm not here judging nobody. All I'm doing is operating my gift of the spirit, revealing to you about the relationship of Gazelle and Jamal Bryant relationship. This is what I'm picking up in the present. Things can change. I wish them all the best. I thank you for watching. Much love to you. Happy holidays and bye for now. And keep them in prayer, fam. Many of you want these two to be together. Keep them in prayer. But him being a distorted masculine, he needs to work on that. And there, I mean, and also got to be some forgiveness going on. Without forgiveness, it ain't gonna work in a way. Peace.